Today, Fortnite is officially changing its name to ForkKnife. That's not actually true, but this is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint, where a very nice man came by this morning and took away the substantial bee colony that had set up shop in the ceiling above our bathroom.
So now any buzzing you hear on the audio is just run-of-the-mill electrical interference, air conditioner noise, encoding glitches, or a loose cable connection.
Or my phone getting a notification.
Or possibly my microphone rubbing against my dress.
Huh. Turns out there's a lot of things that cause audio buzzing.
Really? I hadn't noticed!
Niantic is bringing back Pokemon Go Fest, despite the fact that the only thing anyone remembers about the first Pokemon Go Fest is that it was a massive clusterfuck that led to everyone getting a refund and a class action lawsuit. But Niantic is braviary going ahead and calling Pokemon Go Fest 2018 a walk in the park in Chicago. Trainers that ponytail up $20 for a ticket will get to walk a 2-mile trail where they'll be able to catch rare Pokemon, look at signs, and participate in as yet unnamed exclusive activities, which hopefully aren't getting so mad at your lack of cell signal you poo a little, but I'm not holding my breath.
So Commander Video, the weird oblong protagonist from the Bit Trip series, is back, having dropped the actual words bit and trip that previously were there for games like Bit Trip Beat, Bit Trip Runner, Bit Trip Runner 2, and instead the new title is simply called Runner 3, and features narration work from Charles Martinet, reprising his role as the narrator from Bit Trip Runner 2, and better known to the gaming world as a whole as the voice of Mario and various other characters from the Mario games. Martinet is also voicing a playable character in Runner 3, one Charles Martinet. Also featured in the game are Shovel Knight, who's approaching infestation levels of getting absolutely everywhere, and Eddie Riggs from 2009's Brutal Legend. I don't know how they're deciding these cameos, but I assume it's at random.
If you haven't heard by now, Epic Games made good on their Season 4 promise for ForkKnife and plowed a comet into the map, turning Dusty Depot into a big-ass crater, now called Dusty Divot. They also sprinkled some smaller craters here and there, added some new underground areas, and introduced low-gravity hop rocks that let you bounce around the map. But most importantly, they added secret superhero bases. So presumably, by the time Season 5 rolls around, the game will be a superhero-themed battle royale where every player wields godlike powers. And after that, the rumor is that players will fight off the Zin alien invasion, go to space, hang out with Jane Austen, take over other planets, and then finally bust Johnny Gat out of hell.
Gamevice, the company that makes the Gamevice, is suing Nintendo for knowingly infringing on their design patents. Gamevice has a patent for attaching a pair of joystick controllers to either side of a mobile device, something they've put to great use with their eponymous product. Now, often, when lawsuits like this pop up, folks on the internet, not you personally of course, tend to scoff and assume they are merely the work of patent trolls. But if you've watched CheckPoint before, you know that we like to try and encourage a deeper look at things like this because there's often a lot of gray area and potentially actionable wording squirreled away in the court filings that don't make for a snappy headline. In this case, however, I'm sorry Gamevice, but I think this is a tough road you've chosen. In the parlance of Reddit, I am not a lawyer, but I see a few issues with Gamevice's claims. Firstly, their patent is all about attaching controllers to a mobile device. And there's a very real argument that while technically the Switch's main unit is mobile, so is an armchair. Even though it's touchscreen, you can't actually do anything without the Joy-Con controllers. They are integral to the function of the unit. Secondly, on page 28 of the filing, Gamevice discusses that part of their patent deals with a bridge between the two controllers, which on the Gamevice is a foldable ribbon running between the two halves. But they allege that on the Switch, the bridge is just the metal in the screen unit. Look, crazier things have happened in court, but I think after Gamevice already submitted and then withdrew this suit back in August, they probably should have kept it withdrawn.
So Gamevice's whole lawsuit is based on the fact that the Switch kind of looks like an iPad with controllers taped to the top and bottom?
As far as I can tell, yes.
You know what? Good for them.
What?
Yeah, persevering in the face of all logic against insurmountable odds is an admirable trait. Maybe one day they'll make a sports anime about this case.
Boku no Hero patent lawsuit?
Yeah. Coming up, free-to-play MOBA Battle Right is jumping on the Battle Royale wagon with a new Battle Right Royale mode. Now, it may seem that they're a little late to the party, but remember, from a perspective of the creeps, a MOBA really always has been a Battle Royale.
What was the other anime name that someone in the chat suggested?
It was Patent Witch Academia.